Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Gran Turismo 7 update 1.20 is here and 4 new events were released basically on the new layouts of Catalunya, and this is the second of the 4 events. This is the Porsche Cup, and as you can see here we are using the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport, the Group 4 machine, right on the limit of the performance points that you can basically have. I was able to basically just jump straight in the car, take it on track and win pretty easily, to be honest. This is on the normal difficulty. I would recommend basically bumping this up to hard, because if not you're going to spend a couple of laps basically running around at the front on your own. So this event takes place on the No Chicane Layout, so it's pretty awesome to see. I did basically mention in the European 500 video that I don't get why there's all the hype around this kind of layout, because, you know, it's pretty close to the original. It doesn't feel very changed much, apart from it's just a bit quicker towards the end. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't too excited for this one. However, it seemed very fitting that obviously a new Porsche Cup came out when I'm actually hosting a Porsche week on the channel. So it's pretty cool to see that. Pretty good timing, really. I was going to use the new GT4, however I just thought, you know what, let's go and use the race version just because of the sound of the thing, really, and it made it a bit more kind of enjoyable. So you've got 5 laps of this No Chicane layout, and as you can see towards the end of lap 1 we're up to, well, you know, P8 at the minute, but we're going to make another position up there, and then we're going to run side by side with this Porsche just up ahead. So that's the, which one's that, the 997 from 2009. So we're basically just going to run side by side around the outside and done. So we're up to P6 by the end of lap 1. So it's a pretty, you know, easy, straightforward event. I wouldn't say too much really goes off in it, you know, with it being kind of sort of a sprint style. This is actually the longest event of the 4 though, just so you know. So it took around about 10 minutes to do this event. The others, I mean, the other one's about what, about 7 minutes, then there's around about 5 to 6 minutes, and then obviously the Sunday Cup, which is about a 3-minute sprint. So in terms of sort of content to events, there's really not much in terms of brand new races or anything. Around about half an hour maximum. None of the races are really that kind of complicated. There's no sort of fuel strategy, tyre strategy or anything like that. They're all basically sprints. In my opinion, this is probably, I don't know, I mean, I'm on the fence, but I'd say this is, I guess, the second most interesting one, purely because, I mean, it's a bunch of really fast, amazing sounding Porsches tearing up the new layout. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool, it's kind of fun. Definitely allows you to really, you know, when you start nailing that no chicane part of the layout, it really does kind of come alive. So kind of when I'm running on my own for like lap 4 and 5, I actually found it more entertaining than kind of working my way through the field. And I think that's just because of how Gran Turismo kind of does its races. You are constantly chasing cars down. There's no qualifying. There's very rarely any grid start. So when I'm kind of running around on my own and I've kind of got the roadblocks out of the way and I'm nailing in some really, you know, enjoyable fast laps, that's for me what made this kind of event more entertaining. The fact that I'm just hooning it around in a, you know, a GT4 car and just basically setting some really quick laps. So that's definitely when it came alive for me. A lot of people might disagree and think this is probably an amazing event, or people will just flat out hate it. I think most people will probably want to complain about the events we have. However, I actually, you know, enjoyed them. It's sad about the payouts and kind of the way they are, like they're not longer events. So that's probably the most damning thing about them. But in terms of sort of, you know, enjoyable experience, I think they're all pretty good. There's one that I'm probably not a fan of, and it's in a really weird way, and I'll kind of explain that. But this one, I definitely enjoyed it. But it's kind of weird that I enjoyed it more when I'm setting laps than when I'm actually racing. So I'm going to take the lead here. I'm basically just going to hang this car out wide. So another 997 GT3 model. We're basically going to keep it on the inside, and we're up into first and we're basically going to pull away from this point. So pretty fun event, but you're going to see, I mean, if you stick around and watch the rest of the video, that in terms of enjoyment, you're going to see me really just sort of opening up the car, and that lap times, you know, they're going to come tumbling down, especially lap 4, where I really sort of felt like I nailed that no chicane sector. So yeah, feel free to watch the rest of the gameplay if you want to kind of see, you know, me basically having fun and just ripping up the, you know, ripping up the laps. And yeah, not too bad, but maybe not amazing. I feel like I'm kind of in the category where people expected a little bit more from these events. So yep, cheers for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Peace.